Let's get to a dispute now at a West El Paso dog park that's left a dog dead. That incident happened over at the Westside dog park over on High Ridge Drive. El Paso police confirming to KTSN that officers found a 2-year-old dog dead from a gunshot wound at the scene. According to the dog's owner, Vicente Villa, a man shot his dog after his pit bull and the alleged shooter's chihuahua became aggressive towards one another. According to police, a 77-year-old man was identified as the shooter, and the owner says he is now seeking justice.
Who defends their dog with a gun? Who brings a gun to a dog park? I can understand if he's trying to claim self-defense, but it's a park. He could have killed somebody. He was ready to defend himself if I came after him. He was holding his gun ready to shoot me.
Well, the other man involved appears to have been released from police custody. He was not available for comment yesterday. Investigators with the Animal Cruelty Unit are now reviewing the case. No charges have been filed at this time, at least as far as we can tell, and that investigation certainly remaining ongoing at the moment. All right, folks, where do we want to go with this one? A lot of stuff we could talk about here.
So
I guess we'll talk about, like, maybe just bringing the gun in.
yeah, well, there are so many questions. Okay, so did this happen in an enclosure? Did this happen in the parking lot? Apparently, the pit bull was not on a leash, but the chihuahua was.
Right.
And then, oh my God, sir, pick up your dog and go home. I get that the pit bull was aggressive. I totally understand that. But I do not come back with a gun.
I know. That seems to be the you know how some of these people are. You know, Mike, like some people, they got to be a little machismo.
Yeah, they do.
You know,
They do.
people always think they got something to prove when they really don't have anything to prove. And then you run into a situation where, like, I'm going to go get my gun and shoot that guy's dog.
Yeah.
And if anybody comes at me, I'm going to point my gun at them, too.
Yes.
Because I was watching the EPPD guy talk about it, right, to the media. Here was the timeline of events. Semi-aggressive, the two dogs, they got semi-aggressive with
Because
each other.
both of them are well known to be aggressive.
Yeah. One went to go sniff the other one. You know what dogs do, and they both, got a little, semi-aggressive. The 77-year-old leaves, retrieves gun, comes back. Then he goes back into the same area, right? Then the two dogs are at it again. They had what they referred to as a minor altercation, and that's when the 77-year-old shot the pit bull, right? At the time, according to the owner of the pit bull, he said that the Chihuahua was leashed. His wasn't.
Right.
Right? So that's how it all went down. And as to why no charges were filed, apparently here in the state of Texas, of course, it's open carry.
Yeah.
Right? But if you can prove that you were defending either your dog, your property, which in Texas a dog is considered property, or yourself from an aggressive dog, then you have every right to shoot it. And I think that's why no charges have been filed.
Ah, okay.
There might not even be a case here.
There may not be a case at all, especially since the other dog was unleashed, even though in the park you can be unleashed.
Yeah.
Right? You have to leash them coming in and going out of the enclosure. But in the enclosure, you don't have to have your dogs leashed.
Okay.
But that's probably why nothing has been. The only thing I read that they could possibly is because of the unlawful discharge.
Right.
In Texas and in El Paso specifically, you can get charged with unlawful discharge of a firearm in city limits, even if you are defending yourself or your property.
Interesting. Well,
So
lots to come.
there is.
And again, this is one of those situations where you're like, you never know what's going to push somebody over the edge and how they're going to defend themselves.
Yeah, but it does. I do get the feeling that you brought up that there was a little bit of machismo involved because there are two dog areas that he could have easily gone to the other
either
one.
one.
Lots of opportunity just to go the other
Yeah.
way.
Or just go home.
I mean, you already left once. Why do you need to come back knowing what's going on?
Exactly.
There was no need to go.
No.
And then, you could have just gone and then gone
And
away.
stayed gone.
You didn't
Yes.
have to come back with
Yeah.
the gun.